Welcome back, everyone. Now I'm here with Coach Jeff Wilson and his son Patrick as part of a Fitch's 62-36 victory tonight. Coach, I talked a little bit with Zeta about this, but you guys, as a team, obviously, you coming in at the helm as a coach this year, but this team was winless in the conference last year, and
Yeah.
this is only the second conference game, I believe, of the season, and you guys come away with a big victory over a quality opponent in the Lady Raiders. Just talk to me a little bit about what that does for a team's confidence and what that's doing for this team and how impressed you are with this team after tonight's win.
Yeah, it's a big deal. One of the answers I gave Mr. Capizzello in the interview is we got to compete in the conference. And, that's not an indictment on my players last year, but there were some really good teams. But it's big in the sense that it just gives you more confidence, especially we're young, as you know, and that's really nice to get a conference win, kind of get that monkey off your back, if you will. And Warren, they play hard, man. They play hard. Coach Caputo's a great coach.
Talking about that first quarter, it seems like you guys were kind of jockeying for position on one another, but it seems like second quarter and especially that second half, you really the team figured something out and fire was lit under them. What was kind of that locker room talk like inside, and what were you guys discussing that prompted another 60-point performance on the offense?
Yeah, to be transparent, I think that second group I brought in brought a different tone that kind of sparked a fire, like you said. And I told a few of our starters, look, if you don't want to play D as hard as I know you can, then you can't play. And that lit a fire, and whatever works. But at halftime I said, look, that second quarter, that's how you can play. You scored 20 points, you only gave up 8 or 10. That's what we want. And they thankfully bought into it and played a really good second half defensively, especially like I told Zeta. I'm proud of her defensive effort in the second half more than anything. I told her I know you can score, but to get to that next level, to be a complete player, you really stepped up on D, so I'm proud of her and everybody's effort.
Of course, Zeta was our player of the game with 28 points, but I know you and I have talked so much and countless times about Zeta and how special she is. But one thing I want to highlight, 9 different players in the box score scoring tonight.
Awesome.
How important is that for you as a team, as a young team, too, to have production from so many different girls, freshmen and sophomores alike as well?
Huge. It's I told him after the game in the locker room, that's what a basketball game should look like with that many in the box score, and just being confident. Rachel Spalding, for example, she was kind of tentative before her shot in the first half. She was more confident, knocked down a 3 to get some confidence. Being out a couple games, being quarantined and all that, and it's just big. Girls stepping up. The Jordan Binions, Andrea Moores, Lainey Hennings coming off the bench and contributing. When you got that, I mean, that's such a big deal to get people chipping in.
Looking at your next game, you go to Howland at Saturday. It's a 2:30 p.m. game. You're staying in the conference this time, hitting the road. I don't know how much you've seen of Howland, but looking at them, they look to have some pretty talented girls, and Alyssa Masucci, and as well as that Pompelia. Just talking about that Howland team, what is it going to look like defensively, trying to contain them, and just what are you guys expecting on Saturday, without obviously giving away too much of the game plan? I know game's just ending here.
No, I've watched a lot of film on them. Haven't seen them in person, but a lot of film. And I'll tell you what, they play a schedule. They don't duck anybody, and they've hung with the Hoovers, and they've hung, I believe it was Hoover and Perry, I believe, and a couple others. And they do have some talented players. I heard of that Pompelia girl. She's a great player, and Coach Pounce, he's a good coach, and it's going to be physical. I know that, and playing there, and I told the girls, you just got to come with a great defensive effort. You come with the defensive effort, create turnovers, lead a transition, some easy buckets. You got a shot against anybody, and it should be a good game.
Final question for you, and it's more or less a statement I want you to make now to the Austintown community. I gave Zeta a little bit of a chance to self-promote herself, but just talk to me a little bit about how important it is for the Austintown community to come in and support you guys through this Baird Brothers Big Dog voting again for Zeta, but how important their overall support of you guys is going to be for the rest of the season.
No, it would be great, if we got more people here, and we've won 4 in a row. 8-5 right now, and the more people here to create a home home advantage would be spectacular. I heard I think it was Coach from YSU Calhoun, about filling the stands, and you do, and sometimes, you get those, coming from the boys' side, you get bigger crowds, and, the girls are exciting to watch. They play hard, and, I mean, so many girls getting on the ground tonight and playing hard. So, yeah, it's a challenge to the Ossau community to come out and support, and you'll be impressed, win or lose. They're going to play their hearts out, and we'd love to see bigger crowds.
I'll put that challenge out to the Austintown community as well. This is one of the hottest shows in town. Lady Falcons on a hot streak, 4 in a row. 62-36 was the victory over the Lady Raiders, as Coach Wilson and his son Patrick joining us post-game. Thank you so much, guys.
Guys, say bye.